Hello, my name is Abhay Malhotra out of Neuqua Valley High School in Illinois.
And I'm Anand Naik out of Matia Valley High School, also in Illinois.
Today, we will be pitching the company Yum Brands to you with a ticker symbol of YUM. Their current price is at $155.82 as of March 24th of 2025. We believe that this company and its stock has huge upside potential in the next year or so.
To get into what Yum Brand is, Yum Brands was originally a spin-off of PepsiCo and made in 1997 when PepsiCo made their fast food division. Yum Brands is now one of the top quick-serve restaurants with operations all around the world. They own a variety of popular fast food brands, including KFC, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and the Habit Burger Grill. As you can see from the map, Yum Brands has a vast global presence with over 60,000 different restaurants in over 150 different territories, with lots of future potential as Yum's fast food brands are gaining popularity all around the world. Now to get into the numbers, as you can see from the two graphs, the year-to-date graph and the one-year graph, Yum Brands has shown a significant amount of growth in the month of February and are now on an upwards trend. They have a PE ratio of 29.85, EPS of 5.22, dividend yield of 2.84, market cap of 43 billion, enterprise value of 55 billion, 52-week range of 122.13 to 163.3, a price to book ratio of 5.669, and a market share of 5%.
For the industry overview, Yum Brands is a part of the restaurant industry or the consumer cyclical sector. The National Restaurant Association, or the NRA, conducted its 2025 annual State of the Restaurant Industry report, in which they found that 8 in 10 operators expect their 2025 sales to be either higher or about the same as the year before. Competitive pressures are set to intensify in 2025, and the industry is expected to add about 200,000 new jobs, which brings the total workforce to 15.9 million employees. Lastly, it is the nation's second largest private sector employer. For Yum Brands' place in the industry, they operate over 60,000 restaurants globally, and they bring in total revenues of approximately $6.5 billion, which was found in a 2022 study. KFC, which is a child company of Yum Brands, is a leader in the fast food chicken chain market with about a $30 billion valuation. The market cap is $6.98 trillion with a market weight of 10.76%. There are about 23 industries along with 598 companies, and as you can see from the image, the fast food and quick service restaurant industry is set to grow tremendously up until 2029.
For our thesis, we recommend Yum as at a long position and rate Yum as a buy for the following reasons. Yum has a vast global distribution, which I touched upon earlier. They also have a unique business model with a heavy franchise model that gives them a steady revenue stream through franchise fees and royalties. They also are ahead in the competition in new technological innovations, planning to be the first QCR company to use AI. As you can see from the graph, they are projected to show major EPS growth with a dropping forward PE indicating a future EPS increase.
Now for the three main reasons. Firstly, their collaboration with NVIDIA. They plan to implement AI in every aspect of their franchise, and Taco Bell, which is one of their best-selling restaurants, has already planned to invest over $1 billion in these cutting-edge technologies. Secondly, the global dominance of Yum Brands. They have a vast global dominance with much more global potential in the upcoming future. Currently, Yum Brands has operations in over 150 different countries and territories. The global fast food market is also expected to show a compound 5% growth rate through 2029. Lastly, their model reliance. Yum Brands' heavy reliance on franchises gives them a steady revenue stream, and they have about a 98% franchise model, which is higher than their major competitors, such as McDonald's or Chipotle. Joe Park, the Chief Digital and Technology Officer of Yum Brands, stated that, quote, "Our belief is that every aspect of a restaurant can be touched by AI." For the competitive positioning of Yum Brands, their primary brand name, Yum Brands benefits heavily from their global recognition with their popular brand names like KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell. This gives them returning customers and a notable fan base. Also, their distribution. Yum Brands benefits from their strong franchise model and global distribution, with their efficient global supply chain and strong market penetration. Lastly, Yum Brands has about a 4.9% market share in the restaurant industry as of Q4 2024, which shows a tremendous growth rate for the next year.
To get into Porter's 5 forces analysis, let's start by looking at the threat of substitutes. We rated the threat of substitutes as a 2 out of 5 moderate, as a changing taste of consumers allows for easy substitution, but it is avoidable as Yum has lots of limited time deals and customized offerings. Now let's look at bargaining power suppliers. We rated bargaining power suppliers as a 4, insignificant, as suppliers have less control over Yum due to their high purchasing power and their network of restaurants. They have a significant amount of rivalries, so we rate it as a 1 out of 5. Their main competitors are McDonald's, Starbucks, Wendy's, and Domino's. Their bargaining power of buyers is high, as the fast food industry always has relatively low switching costs, and there's a large variety of stores to pick from. The threat of new entrants we rated as a low 3 out of 5, as a QSR industry obviously sees many new restaurants opening up. Yum Brands high For their competitive analysis, we picked McDonald's, Starbucks, and Chipotle, and we could see Yum has a dropping forward PE ratio.
For the valuation forecasting of Yum Brands, we took the our projected EPS rate of $6.68 and we multiplied that by the forward PE ratio of 25.64 in order to land our target price at $171.28.
As you can see in their financial analysis, they have a steady revenue growth from the period 2020 to 2024, showing a peak in 2024.
Now for the investment risks. They have both industry-specific risks and competitive risks. First, let's talk about the industry-specific risks. First off, their consumer spending trends. With a 4.1% increase in the cost of dining out over the past year, consumers may want to reduce their discretionary spending on eating food from outside sources. Secondly, their food costs and inflation. Inflationary pressures have led to increased costs throughout the industry, and this could lead consumers into not feeling inclined to buy from these child companies such as Taco Bell, KFC, or Pizza Hut. Lastly, their labor costs and regulations. Legislation mandates higher wages for employees in large fast food chains, which could lead to increased operational costs throughout the industry. Now for their competitive risks. They have direct QSR competition, which we already expanded on, and there is growth in healthier alternatives throughout the world right now. Places such as Panera Bread or Chipotle tend to attract health-conscious consumers. International market pressures also play a big role, as local chains around the world have strong brand loyalty and could pose a threat. Lastly, cannibalization. Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut, which are all companies of Yum Brands, they all compete with themselves and can cannibalize each other's customer base.
To get into ESG considerations, we should look at Yum Brands' good growth strategy. This allows them to mitigate internal and external risks relating to regulations. They created 3 pillars: people, food, and planet, and split up their goals in these 3 pillars. As you can see from the 2 images, they have a definite system where they divided up the roles and kept the best potential for positive impact.
Lastly, the AI considerations. First, we must look at the partnership with NVIDIA. Yum Brands has entered a strategic partnership with NVIDIA, and early data shows that AI-powered drive-thrus can reduce drive-thru time by up to 29 seconds, which can be a potential game changer for Yum Brands and other food companies. Ideas such as voice-automated order taking and computer vision-enhanced operations, along with many other things, indicate a large growth rate for the company. Now, the impact on the overall industry. The AI partnership reflects a broader trend with technology for other companies, and it has major upside in the fast food industry. Lastly, it addresses challenges such as rising operational costs and forced human labor. Thank you.